Welcome, this is Football Banter TV week 6 and we're here again. Quick introduction. On my far left I've got Mr. Arsenal aka Stapes. Next to him is partner in crime Mr. Arsenal Allen. Next to me I've got Mr. Liverpool
What are you giving a bad look for, man?
on the far right I've got my brother Mr. Liverpool Simon. Next to me I've got Mr. Arsenal again Sheck. You know me, Mr. Man United, Malachi Banks. So I'm gonna start this one off. Wait, hold on. Is there something funny? What? Because I lost.
Tissue. No.
Is there something funny?
I
Because I
said
lost.
to you I'm gonna be humble today, please. Just leave me out.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna start with me. I lost.
Already.
We got beat 2-0. Moving on.
No, we're not moving on. You made me speak.
No.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, we lost.
You lost.
We're moving on. You can't get away that easy, bro.
Alright, go ahead. Follow's not here, so I can't ask myself questions. So go ahead.
What happened?
We lost. Moving on.
Not get it in, bro.
What do you mean? What happened?
Come on.
How did you lose?
Come on, how did you lose?
I didn't see the
West
game,
Ham
so I need
scored
to
2
know.
goals, so it was 2-0. That's how we lose.
Did you watch it?
But it wasn't gonna ask me next how to cook.
What was your prediction last week?
That we would. My prediction every week's gonna be that we win. If I played Barcelona's best 11 and Real Madrid, I'll say we're gonna win. I'm not gonna go against Man United.
So you're deluded.
You're deluded.
I'm loyal.
You're not loyal.
I'm a very loyal person.
That is one thing you are not. That is one thing you are not.
You're not, man.
I'm gonna say something.
No, not on camera.
I'm a very loyal person. So there you go.
Oh, you're lucky this is on camera.
Ignore them. Any more questions?
What's going on with your strike force?
They're shit. Moving on.
No.
Get into it. Where did the manager go wrong? Tactics.
Can I just say, Follow, you're a prick. You see what I'm going through by myself?
Follow, you
I'm
are a
big
prick.
Go on. What's the question? My strike force.
Yeah, but where did the manager go wrong?
Boy, should have bought a striker.
Yeah, but he sold 2 when you had
Yeah,
4.
but really and truly, they're rubbish strikers though, so that was not.
Are you crazy?
Lukaku's proven Premier League goal scorer.
Lukaku, again, what I said to you, you asked me a question, let me answer. Lukaku was good the first season, he capitulated for the last 2 seasons.
That's because you
He's
bought
done.
him Levi boots, bruv, to play up front with, man. Come on.
He's dead.
Listen,
And
Lukaku's
Sanchez,
not
come
dead.
on, Sanchez scored 4 goals. James is 1 goal behind him. Come on, let's just forget that. Our strikers are dead. Now Rashford's injured, we're gonna have to bring in Greenwood if he gets over the tonsillitis.
Is he not
one
injured?
day.
Oh, that's what
That's
the
not an
injury is.
injury. I don't know how he got that. That's not an injury. That's a sickness.
Oh Lord.
That's just a sickness.
Well,
I'm sorry, if Lukaku and Sanchez are shit, then what is Rashford?
Rashford's not shit. I wouldn't say Rashford's shit. I'm being honest with
So you honestly have Rashford over Lukaku and Sanchez?
you. How Lukaku ended his career at Man United, yes I would.
But the thing is, it wasn't Lukaku's fault, it's your tactics.
I don't care whose fault it is. His job was to score goals, he wasn't doing that.
But
Well, being played wide.
He was
Played wide right.
Basically, he's like a hold-up
Exactly.
man. He doesn't play good.
Because he's not a holder.
I've been humble. Can we move on now?
No, we
Or is
can't
there any more
continue.
questions?
No,
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, because you're like lacking firepower, like I said last time, would you have not kept Alexis in hindsight, sold Lukaku like you've done, played Rashford drifting in from the left, and Alexis through the middle like we did?
Nah, man. Alexis.
When he was at our place, he scored majority of his goals through the middle.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. When he first come to England, he was on it. He had a point to prove. A lot of people didn't really know who Sanchez was from Barcelona. When he come Arsenal, especially in England, his name popped. So he had a point to prove. He
Yeah,
was
but-
the main man at Arsenal.
I think he had more of a free role, I think, at Arsenal.
That as well. And him coming to Man United, you know that we only bought, well not we, Mourinho only bought him to spite
City.
City.
Yeah,
Alright,
for
I'll
sure,
take that
I'm
point.
gonna say. So it was a money thing.
Why he was a success at Arsenal is because we had fullbacks that overlapped him. So it took a runner away, so he was able to cut in, because everyone knew Alexis was going to cut in from the left.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
But you had a runner down the left for another player to cover just in case, because if no one covers it, he's going to play it.
I'll be honest with you.
But at
Steve.
United, he didn't have that, so it was easy to take him out of that position there.
I'll be honest with you.
So
Steve,
switch it.
But for me,
Rashford out,
for me,
drifting in from the left, which is he's
I don't
done.
think whatever tactics you play with Sanchez, he just wasn't happy at Man United. He wasn't gelling. Don't think whatever manager came in or whatever tactics, he would have done good.
Should have.
And I'm not-
At the
I'll be
same
honest
time,
with
I
you.
think Mourinho battered his confidence as well.
You did. He played him.
Yeah.
But he played him though. He played him every. Come on, he did get injury prone. He played him. I wouldn't say he batted the company. He played him.
He did batter.
I don't think he was given enough game.
He battered, no, come on, Mourinho battered Rashford and I would say he battered Martial and Luke Shaw's confidence. I wouldn't say he battered.
And Lukaku.
Nah, man.
Of course
That's why he left.
That's why he missed that penalty for Chelsea.
Lukaku had
He
Mourinho's
batted
back.
his confidence from them.
I don't understand how you spend 900 million plus and don't have a recognised striker at the club.
Oh, so you see the
900
picture in there.
900 million plus and you don't have a recognised striker.
Well, we make mistakes in it.
And you are Manchester United.
Yeah, we know that.
Great.
Do you know what? As much as it's a lot of pressure for that young boy Greenwood to step up, what I've seen from him is. I like
Yeah,
him,
you just
man.
got to come in and do his
But
best.
the thing is,
Yeah, I like
we've
him.
seen this with Rashford. That means nothing to me.
That's what worries me, you know, because he
He's gonna be the
burst
same
on the
thing.
scene. He had a Europa League game, he scored a couple of goals in that. Then all of a sudden Arsenal was on the horizon at Old Trafford. They burst onto the scene, he got a couple of goals. Now they got no striker. And rather than celebrate Rashford's injury, I'm worried about Greenwood coming in and making a
But
fucking name for himself.
to be fair, we don't know the extent of Rashford's injury. We just know it's a groin injury. We don't know the extent of that. Let's see what happens. It's
You have a
happened.
groin injury quite often, don't you? So
Well,
like, you should
I like to go to the gym and
enlighten
stretch.
us
I
on
like to
that.
go to the gym and stretch, so you
Yeah,
know.
okay.
Are we moving on from Man United now? We got done? Have you battered me enough? You good? You alright?
I think we've been
Can
quite
we move on?
alright with you. I asked
Yeah.
you reasonable questions.
Yeah? Are you? Did you want to get anything from me?
like I said, on the Simon talk today.
Okay.
Maybe
Do you have a question
maybe
for
I'll
me
shut
about
it at the end of the evening.
No? Thank God. Okay, so moving on. So, I will go to Arsenal. So, great victory.
Great win today. Come back from 10 men down,
Happy with that?
10 minutes.
100%.
Yeah?
It's
10 men down.
To be honest with you, we was absolutely shocking
Yeah.
until the red card. And then even then he put Xhaka at right back just to cover. Half time he made the substitution. Today's game was a bit too much for that youngster Saka. Just because Villa played defensively. I know they went in front twice, but they played defensively counter. So it was a bit too much for Saka. The change where he took Saka off at half time and brought Callum Chambers on at right back. Give us that balance and width. When Doozy stepped up second half, I've got to be honest, he was tremendous. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, I think he should have
Willock
started
and Torreira, that's when it changed, because Willock and Torreira come off and Villa made the change of taking off Trezeguet, who he was ripping us a new arsehole down that right side. Our left back didn't know how to handle him, so that's another player to watch out for. But when they took him off and played El Mohammadi, I think it was more counter-attacking, more defensive, and it invited us on more. That's when Doozy stepped up. Willock was in the hole, and Torreira was just dominating as well. But it invited Guendouzi to dedicate the tempo of play, just spread it around.
Yeah, he carried that.
Callum Chambers was not a right back, he was more like a right winger, and we had 10 men. They just invited us onto them.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, well.
And the thing is, a lot of people
well.
say that his position it should be centre back, where I disagree. We signed him from Southampton for 16 million as a right back,
That's right.
and we're struggling at right back. Play him there.
Yeah.
Play him there. He's good on the ball. I think if you're going to play him centre back, you play him in a free. You know what I mean? And because it's ball playing, you're inviting your defenders to play with the ball. But other than that, if you're going to play with a flat four, I'd pick Callum Chambers at right back over Maitland-Niles and put Maitland-Niles in the middle. I'm not saying I'll drop him, but I'd put him in his position in the middle. But second half today, hats off to them, man.
Be like a fourth, innit?
Yeah.
To be honest with that, I don't even look at the league table until 10 games gone. That gives you a sort of guide of people's form after 10 games. The first 10 games, like before that, I don't even look at the league table. So the standing is a bit false until you've had 10 games, then you sort of get the gist of the league. And it will be sort of Chelsea 10th, United 8th, and then there's a league above them teams.
Yeah, I think I agree with that one too.
Pepe's off the mark as well. Penalty.
Yeah, penalty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Off
Yeah,
the mark, man.
yeah, off the mark, yeah.
And hats off to Aubameyang, he done exactly what he did for Lacazette against Stoke.
He's off the
He
mark, man.
stepped aside, he give it to Pepe, and hats off to him for stepping up.
Shame we
Crucial
don't
time.
have no arguments like United.
But you know what, under Wenger we normally capitulate, especially being with 10 men, we equalised and then straight after 2-1 down.
that's why I go.
We normally go behind.
Really hold your tongue tonight, innit?
I thought that was
You're biting
game
because I
done.
said capitulate, but we stepped up second half. I knew you was ready to rinse me, bro. I know you was.
It is holding
I've
back
lost.
today.
I'll play my position. Right now I've lost. So what can I say?
It's true, it's true.
To be honest with you, I'll be bantering the home games. The away games, jury's still out on Emery, man. That's where he's got to prove himself. He's away from home. Allegri's sitting there ready to sign, bro.
Monday night.
Monday night.
And that's the thing, even without your firepower, I'm still worried. And you even know, even without your firepower, you still expect to beat us.
It's gonna be a draw, man.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Is Arsenal's away form down to management? Because it can't be, because the same thing happened with Wenger and the same thing's happened with Emery, so it's something else. So what's going on there?
Well, then you look at mentality and you look at the type of defenders we've got. Yes, we spent a lot of money in the summer and we brought in 2 defenders, well 3 defenders, but 1 don't come to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So 2 defenders to affect the team this year, but 1 was injured, so we haven't had a chance to play him yet. And David Luiz is a bit like what we've already got with Stuffy. There's a mistake in him.
Yeah.
You know what I
He's a
mean?
liability.
I was, to be honest with you, when we signed him, I was like, experience, yes, liability, 100%.
Yes.
He's still got
To be
that
fair though,
liability.
like
He's still got that liability.
I mean, you see Villa's second goal today. I don't know if you already seen it. Wesley tapped it in and he got in ahead of him. For me, rather than try and go at it with a foot, he should have slid his body and made sure that ball don't come across him. You cut it out completely. For instance, you got a world-class centre-back, yeah? If that was Van Dijk in that situation, he cleans everybody, they're taking no prisoners,
But
that
then
ball
it's
is not
not
going anywhere.
But he's not touching my foot.
And
No,
that's
but
the difference.
He said that we've got a world class. He didn't use Maguire. He used my centre back.
No, but
Did he-
to be fair, Maguire would have just had to put his head on the floor.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
that big, you know,
They have
it's-
the most expensive defender in the world, and you didn't use him. You didn't use him.
Yeah, because
I
the
don't
inflation
understand.
of the transfer market doesn't mean you're world class at 80 mil.
True that. True.
Alright. I
Wow.
want to talk now.
Wow.
Listen, you brown skin. Yeah?
That's not what you call checking the group chat, is it? That's not what you call checking the group chat.
Let's say something. You've won. You ain't won the league. Everyone here has won the Premiership.
Are you still going on with
Yes,
that?
you ain't won the Premiership. You've won nothing. Did you see what Man City done yesterday? They didn't get 3 points. They got 4 points. That goal difference was a point yesterday.
Are you still
ain't,
talking?
You ain't winning the league.
Are you still talking?
You ain't winning the league.
The only man who lost there and you're still talking.
Well, you're not gonna win the league.
I think you're going to bed early tonight, mate. Because you ain't watching not match of the day, son. You're going to bed
Check.
early tonight.
Be honest. Are they winning the league?
I don't think.
Look, why
Do you think Liverpool
why
are
are you
going to win the
begging?
league?
Why are you begging
I'm
everyone?
asking. Do you think Liverpool are going to
I
win the league?
do. I think
Alan, do you think they're gonna win the
Liverpool got
league?
it. I think
Please,
it's their
say
time.
I
You
think
come
the
out.
way
You come out
they're
this.
maintaining their games right now, they've still got
You
100%
won't. Man
records,
City will
yeah?
beat you too.
My friend,
They've still got 100%
don't worry if we're going to
record.
win the league. You've got 4 positions to fight for. Are you going to make top 4?
Yeah.
The hand's out, man.
Are you going to give me the bet on
The hand's out.
Are you going to give me the bet
The
on
hand is out.
Are you going to give me the bet
I'm
on
giving you
the
4 positions here. 1 to 4. You're not going to make. You'll give me 1. You give me 1.
I'm going to
They've
make 4.
only
Give him
got,
1 to 6, they're not making it.
no,
You got 1 to 4.
no, they've only got
Hold
2.
on, hold on.
They've only got
We're not going to make top 6.
3 and 4.
No way.
Give me that bet on camera. Give me that bet on camera.
3 and 4.
Forfeit bet, yeah?
Top for
Which
top.
one?
Top for top.
Top for top.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah.
Top.
So if I don't make top 6, I'll do a show in your top. If I make top 6, which is 1, 2, 6, you got away my
See how
top.
quick he's ready to jump for top 6.
Keep quiet. There's
Are you ready?
Top 6, man.
Top 6.
Top 6.
Don't. I'm not even going to allow you to do it. I'm not going to allow you to do it. I want top 4 first.
Wayne, do you want the bet or not? Top
He doesn't
6.
want it.
You're on camera.
He doesn't
Do
want
you want
it.
the bet or not?
He don't want it. I'm his spokesman. He don't want it.
Wayne, who's this team?
Listen, we've got loads more podcasts
It don't
here.
matter who I am.
I'm being
I want
violently
private
abused
first.
here. We'll make it on another time.
I'm making a
Adjust
rule
the
now.
seating arrangement.
Unless
We'll
Wayne
make
gives me
it.
my bet, I'm not giving you a bet.
Oh God, give him the bet, Wade. Get in there, man.
Wait,
Get in
alright,
there.
I'm going to give
1
you
to
2.
6.
I'm going to give you an option, yeah? So you can take both. One that we just said, you don't make top 6, right? And the other one is that we will finish 5+ points above you. So you can
No, you
have
probably would.
whichever one you want.
Well, you would though.
That's
You would.
interesting.
You would. You would.
It's up to you.
No, I don't want the second one. But you
Oh
want.
my.
Are you going to give me the top 6?
I'll give you the top 6. I'll give you either. No firepower, bruv.
Don't worry about what.
Tell Alexis and
Of course we're
Lukaku,
going to get
man.
top 6. Come on, that's just stupid.
Oh.
Yeah,
So who's going to knock us off 6th spot then?
Oh, Leicester.
Wolves, Leicester.
Do you know why he's so good?
Norwich.
You know when he's going to have to wear my top.
I know.
No way, top, bruv.
No way, you're right, man.
No way, bruv. That's
Give me
a
the
good
same bet. Give me the same bet.
I don't want to give you the bet.
Do you know what? I hope you iron it as well. I hope you iron the shirt for him to wear, man.
Yeah, let me iron it. Let me iron it. I'll leave it on
Give it
steam.
ironed and pristine clean so everyone can see the fucking badge, man.
Come on, you
I can't believe it.
above Leicester?
Wow.
Them need to take a piss.
Madison told
Bruv, you know what? At the
I
minute,
like
yeah, that's a
that.
good bet for you,
I like
yeah,
that.
because your saving grace is Wolves ain't playing well.
Yeah.
But there's always a team that steps up.
And it will be Bournemouth.
Wow.
It will be Bournemouth.
And who else played? Who else went second today? West Ham have got a better
West
squad than
Ham,
you lot
yeah.
at the minute,
Yeah.
man.
They showed you today they got a better squad than you.
I said to
They
you,
got a better
today.
midfield. They got. A
Do you know what? To
better
be
forward
fair,
line.
yeah,
That was a bang.
I'll wear your top, right? But I should get a little bit more in return.
No, you shaking.
Yeah, no, I shake, but
You
you.
see?
It's a done
That's
deal.
what that's why you don't bet tramps like him. That's what you don't bet tramps like him.
It's a done deal.
Why are you upset?
Because what? We're going to lose the bet.
Because you haven't
I
bet
ain't
me.
gonna lose no bet, bro.
Why you bet
We're gonna lose
me?
the bet.
You said if Wayne gives you the bet, you bet me.
I've got to do the Chelsea.
So come on.
I've got to do Chelsea Liverpool.
Do you know what?
Oh,
Alright,
you
do you know what?
said
I
it.
will even change the bet, yeah?
Go on.
You can't even finish 6, yeah? Level on points and lose it out on goal difference. It has to be a clear point.
No, you never said that.
No, in your favour. In your favour.
Well, look. Could we get onto the big game today, please?
Yeah, no, go on. Let's discuss it.
What was that?
Chelsea Liverpool, innit? Yeah, you won.
Big game.
Massive.
Is that it?
Massive.
Oh, you won,
Do another one.
Massive.
bro. That is a.
Did you know
Sorry?
them Chelsea boys that sorry, Junior, not here to defend yourself, but your boys
Junior.
they still had the fucking Eden Hazard big flag out.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Fuck
for?
about, yeah.
Like, come on, seriously,
I don't
man.
support Chelsea. I don't care, bruv. I don't care.
Sam, what do you reckon,
Yeah,
man?
just talk for them.
Do you know what? That game, back in the day, I used to dread because when you've got Mourinho as a manager and you've got Drogba up front, I used to never look forward to that game because
Different team.
Especially against us as well, against Arsenal.
we used to, they used to give us a hell of a hard time. Even now, because Chelsea, they won, I think they beat Wolves 5-2 with a young team, and when young team, they have confidence, they will try anything. They will do absolutely anything. They'll be determined to win. They will just do anything possible to win. I thought that game would have finished as a draw, to be honest. I would have snapped your hand off and taken a draw, especially at the bridge.
Yeah. We said in the
I'm
podcast
being-
last
I'm being
week.
serious.
We'll take a draw at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
You know they ain't won there this year, innit?
Exactly. That's what I just
But
about to
also,
say.
Liverpool's
Yeah.
won what once in the last 16, I think, there in the league.
Our
Was that
record's not good
Henderson
there.
school shop?
That's
In
the
the
one.
top
Even,
league.
That's the one. Yeah.
even last year, I think it was Daniel Sturridge
Yeah, that's
who
the one.
saved us a point last
Yeah.
year.
That goal from nowhere, yeah. And I thought we would have come out with a draw because they scored and thank the Lord VAR cancelled out that goal. Now,
That's been quite,
yeah,
Yeah.
It was right as well.
but it was just by a slim margin.
Probably a start or something.
The game was tough. It was tough, especially the last 10 minutes because Mane came off
Yeah.
and Salah
Henderson.
came off.
And Henderson came
And
in.
Henderson came off as well. So when those three came off, Chelsea was attacking us, battering down the hatches. And I thought we was gonna throw that game away. We were going to settle for the point that I thought was gonna happen, but we didn't. We came away with a win again. We're still on top. We're staying on top. And please, Jesus, I hope we stay on top till May. Yeah.
Today, so I didn't really see what happened in other games. So you saying he made them changes why it was level?
No.
It was 2-1.
It was
He was
2-1.
2-1 up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So we just-
I thought he made them changes,
No.
took them forward players off and snatched it.
No.
Because before all would have happened, his Klopp would have took a defender off and put a striker on, and we would have, because he would have been hungry for more goals. But now, you've seen how the way we're playing. We're being really cautious. So we need to think sensibly now, and that's what we're doing.
At the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. That's what we're
And we don't have to beat
a team 8-0 like Man City.
We're not even, we ain't even hit high gear yet.
You know what? When you think of it, Pep was probably sitting at home thinking, I can see Liverpool dropping 2 points today, and it won't be 5, it'll be 3 by the end of the weekend.
I mean, one of these teams
we've got the 3 points.
One of these forthcoming teams, God help them. We need to go high gear, and we need to take 6-0 or something, a high scoring game. We won't probably get to 8, but I mean we need to really batter someone hard. And we have Sheffield United next week. Maybe we can do that to them. I don't know, but we'll see.
Quick prediction on that.
It's gonna be a tough game, Sheffield United.
We're playing home away.
Away, we're away.
Bramall
Sheffield
Lane.
United. 12:30 kickoff. Afternoon kickoff. Slim narrow win. Slim narrow win. Slim.
We're still conceding as well, so I'll say 2-1.
Seriously.
Are you not that really worried? Like,
I was thinking more
honestly,
3-0.
3-0.
like, I'm more worried as an Arsenal fan. Yeah, there's a record there that I don't want being beaten.
Obviously, 100%.
And that's the whole season unbeaten. And
Season and a half.
yeah, but the whole season as a whole.
Yeah.
And I fear that with Liverpool. I don't fear it with City.
No, Liverpool.
But I fear it with
The reason
Liverpool
why
because
is
of the
because-
type of players they got.
Yeah.
They're quick, they can interchange, they turn it round the corner with their back to goal really quick, and you can go from defence to attack just like that. And the pace and power behind them attacking players, it worries me. And I remember that season unbeaten, we could be 2-0 down and still think we're going to win this, and that's the feeling I get watching Liverpool.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you heard it here first. Football Banter TV Week 6.
So Manaka, you haven't said to me what your prediction is for Monday Night Football. Man United Arsenal.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's
We're
a
done,
big one.
That's a big one.
We're done.
Well, you will be.
Cut.
And